Okay, y'all, sorry about that. Dr. Frantonia, thank you so much for telling me there was no sound. I think my Bluetooth was connected. Sorry. Okay, so good morning again. Let's try this again. What I am doing today is doing like an audit of like the food that we've grown so far this year. Starting last year in fall, and what we're going to do for spring, and just take an inventory of what I want to see happen, and also, make an assessment on what went right and what went wrong in my gardening this year, which also is applicable to life. So one of the reasons that I like to come out here and do these gardening videos is because they just translate so well to what's going on in life, that I just really let me tag. I'm gonna tag somebody real quick to see. Oh, they won't let me do it. See, that ain't right. Facebook tripping. Anyway, okay, so Happy New Year, by the way. Anybody who celebrates Lunar New Year like we do, we are still in celebration mode. And it's also Valentine's Day and my birthday and Lunar New Year, which, also falls around the same. Good morning, Christian, which all falls around the same time. And, it's a lot of celebrating, a lot of cooking, a lot of good stuff. A lot of decadence. And then of course we go into Lenten season where we, abstain from a lot of things. So, we're living it up before we have to, scale back a little bit. But it also is a time for reflection, and that's why I like to do the gardening lessons. So what I wanted to show y'all today and have y'all take into consideration is how to determine whether you're still on point with your own life. The things that you want to be working on and accomplishing. If there's any goals that you made for yourself. Hey baby, can you go over there? Just whisper, okay? If there's any goals that you made for yourself. Good morning, AV. If there's any goals that you made for yourself for the new year that, you kind of forgot about, or you got caught up in all the entertainment shenanigans. I know a lot of stuff was going on, right? So it's easy to kind of get sidetracked and, let different things take up your time. So this is a little check since it's the Lunar New Year. I treat this like my new year. So I like the new year, January 1st, new year. I acknowledge that. And I kind of use that as a launching pad or a starting point to think about what I want to do for the new year. But my new year starts at Lunar New Year. Because that's when it's usually also around the time of my birthday and Valentine's Day and the Lenten season, which, is my time to really reflect. So, we're in the garden, and I wanted to show y'all, how, just my little diagram that I did in the fall of like what I planted, what I, what I did, what went well and what didn't go so well. Right. And so y'all can see I have rosemary, fennel, carrots, garlic chives, a bunch of onions, Brussels sprouts. You can see the Brussels sprouts there. Broccoli was good this year. I had some 3-season bloom flowers right here. They were beautiful, but we had to pull them up. We did lots of cabbage. We did, green onion, mom's green onions. My mother-in-law has some green onions. She gardens a lot, so I get stuff from her garden. My fennel, and of course my rosemary. Those are my green onions right here. And those are my collards. So you see Georgia collards right here. And so we had a really good planting season, but not as good as it could have been. And what I realized, one thing you have to realize about gardening in general and life is that you can plant the right seeds, and if the soil is not right, or if something changes, it could compromise your harvest. And if you don't pay attention, or you get sick, you lose track of time, you can lose some of your harvest. And what I like to do, which also made project management as a good career for me, was, just kind of keep track of things, think about, the goals, the outcomes that we're targeting, that I'm targeting for the year, for my family, for my life. And always visualize them. That's why I wrote, I make diagrams and things like that. Visualize them, write them down. What does it look like? And that helps me make an assessment of what I need to change, what I have done right, and what I need to do better. And whenever I fall off, like we all do, things slip, you realize, oh shoot, I didn't do X, Y, Z. I need to go make reparations. I need to go fix things. I will do that. That assessment gives me an opportunity to fix things too. And so, you can do the same exact thing. My encouragement to you is, go back and look at like anything that you wrote down for the new year. Even any classes that you did that you, oh, the cabbage moths are back. Yeah, get that cabbage moth away from mommy. Okay, shh, okay, it's gone. Go back and look through the classes you've done and just different things that you've written down, like you want to achieve or certain desires, and make an assessment of, hey, did I get that done? Did I start doing it and I abandon it? Did I get off track, because of life? Did I get off track because I got a little bit careless? Where am I with this? Is this still important to me? Did I plant this thing in the right soil? So y'all see here, I planted some things in the right soil, but, well, let me take that back. We used a couple different soils this year. I went to a different nursery and used their soil, and some of their soils had a lot of like weeds and stuff in it. Y'all see all that? And so that has caused some of my onions, still came up. So these are going to be some really hardy onions, right? But I had onions, as you can see here, white onions all down here, and I don't see anything yet. Now that doesn't mean it's not coming, but that means I do need to make sure that I make way for, to give it a couple more weeks to see if anything happens. But that's an assessment, right? You can see if the things that you planned on accomplishing, are you seeing any type of growth, right? So these are going to be some good onions. So I need to clear this out and make sure that I give these onions more room to grow. I see some other onions sprouting up over here. So anywhere I do see the growth, where I do want to salvage those onions, I'm going to do it. You do the same thing with your life. And then you create new soil. You move out the weeds. You move out the distractions, right? You create better conditions for what you want to accomplish, right? It's the same thing with growing food, with gardening. So this is an encouragement to you. It's a new year. We're still in new year season. Treat this like your new year. How do you want to, what do you need to prune? What do you need to clean up? What do you need to do more of? What new soil needs to be put in your life? Like, the soil is relationships, the way you care for your body, all that stuff, right? What has run its course? Look at this lavender. This lavender was so good to us this year. Now I think this is still going to be fine. I think it's just going dormant, but I got to do some research on it to make sure that it hasn't run its course, because if it has, I have to make way. I'll plant some new lavender because I just love having lavender in the garden. Let me see. Yeah, the leaves still smell good. Yeah. But what has run its course? What did you love that you haven't done in a long time? What do you need to pick back up? Like, what do you want to plant again that bore you wonderful fruit that you just kind of lost track of or forgot about? Like, let's make an assessment for what we want to see in this new year. I'm about to cook these greens, y'all. These little baby greens. These are going to be good. I got to cook them now because it's starting to get warm, and the cold weather is what makes the leaves taste real good. So I'm gonna have to cook these pretty soon because it's getting warm fast. But yeah, it's just an opportunity to make an assessment. And I'm gonna do Thursday night. I'm doing a little pop-up live. Hold on, baby. I'm almost done. I'm gonna do a little pop-up live if y'all want to come Thursday night. I'll put it in the comments below. But if you want to come, and there's gonna be like a little worksheet, and we can do it together. Oh, my baby wants me to show y'all her little cactus she's been growing. Her little beautiful cactus is right here. Okay. All right, baby. They see it. Okay. Yeah, but Thursday night around 8:30, we're just gonna jump on. I'll send you guys the worksheet, and we can do it together. We'll do like a little round table and talk about, okay, I realized I did XYZ. We're gonna go down a list of things, and we're gonna do like a little round table assessment of what we need to do. So it's a life audit, February live life audit. So yeah, if you want to come Thursday night, I'll put the info below. But be thinking about that, ladies. Like, what do you need to resume? What do you need to release? What do you need to replenish? But I have, even though it's a little dramatic this year, I still think that there's a lot of promise and beauty and hope for this year. And we need to be riding that. Okay. Get in that energy. It's love season. Valentine's Day is a wonderful time to reconnect and replenish all your relationships, every friendship. Rekindle the flame with your husband, your partner, whoever. Call your girlfriends. Take this time to rekindle those relationships as well. So Valentine's is wonderful for romance, but it's also wonderful for friendships. But yeah, that's my little gardening. Hey, Lala, yeah, come back and watch the replay, honey. Yeah, this is my little gardening / life lesson this morning. Go back and listen from the beginning if you didn't get a chance to. Happy New Year. Happy Lunar New Year. Happy Chinese New Year. Happy Tet for y'all that celebrate. We are still celebrating, like I said, but I'm excited about the garden, and I'm going to talk more about it Thursday night if you want to come to the pop-up class. All right. Y'all have a fabulous day. I will talk to y'all Thursday. Bye.